Are you currently working face to face with your clients, and would you love to shift to working virtually with them? Well, if this is something you'd like to do, then in this video today, I'm going to talk to you about how you can start to make that shift. So if you're going through this, then you're like a lot of people who come to me. A lot of my clients are either coaches or consultants, and they come to me because they've been working with their clients face to face, and they are tired of all the traveling. They are tired of having less time for themselves, not having freedom, and they would love to be able to work from home. They would love to be able to work remotely. And some of my clients are actually living in a location which is just not where their ideal clients are. So it's not possible for them to work face to face with their clients, and they need a way to be able to shift across to working remotely with their clients. So if you relate to this, then here are some of the things that you need to know. Firstly, in order to shift from working face to face to working virtually, the first thing you need to do is to have confidence in yourself to make this shift. So you need to actually start to say, okay, I'm making this shift and I'm going to be working virtually, and you need to work out how that's going to look. How are you going to work virtually with your clients? And all you need to do is decide, well, I'm going to work over Zoom with them, or I'm going to work over Skype with them. You just need to know what system you're going to use in order to work virtually. That's the first step. The second step you need to take is to be able to change the way you work, change your behavior, and step into being a leader. Because I know that what you're probably thinking right now is, it sounds great shifting to be virtual, but my clients aren't going to accept that. So I have a lot of consultants who come to me in this position where they're getting consultancy projects and they have to go and work away from home for those projects, and they're on site the whole time. And that's one of the reasons why they don't want to do that consultancy work anymore, because they're so tired of the traveling, they're tired of being away from home, and they want to be able to work from home more. Well, the good news is that you don't actually have to stop doing consultancy work in order to be able to go virtual. What we're seeing now with, especially with things like coronavirus, which has come up, is a lot of businesses are very open to consultants working virtually with them. There's been some stats done in America and some surveys done that have shown that this is one of the massive growth areas for coaching and consulting work in the States with businesses, is actually in the area of virtual coaching and virtual consultancy work. And with coronavirus, what we're seeing is a lot of corporates are having to ban their employees from going on travel and doing travel for the company, because they're worried about the spread of the virus and it impacting them, their staff in their workplace. So with that, we're going to see companies that maybe haven't been virtual before get much more familiar with going virtual and using this as a means of being able to conduct their business. So if you're a consultant and you're thinking, I don't know if I can make this shift with my clients from working face to face and on site with them to working virtually, then what you need to do is you need to first of all make that decision, and then you also need to look at how you can step into being a leader, so that you can talk to your clients and say, well, this is the way I work, and put things in place so that you can still be as effective as you would if you were on site. So what I mean by that is, one is you might need to change the way that you're doing your consultancy work. So maybe you shift from working where you're doing the work and therefore you're getting involved yourself and doing the work, to actually harnessing the company's resources that you're working with and actually harnessing their personnel to do the work. And maybe you also might need to think about hiring an associate who then can be on site for you so that you can be remote. And again, this is actually going to then shift the way that you market yourself as well. So we are going to talk about that in a moment as well. But so this is that's the second change that you need to step into. And if you are a coach that wants to work virtually rather than working face to face, well, this is actually super easy for you, because more and more individuals who are either execs or business owners, they want the flexibility of being able to work with you virtually. It saves them time as well. They're not having to travel either to be able to meet with you, and actually it fits in much better into their busy working day as well. So actually that shift to working virtually, you just say, this is how I work. I work virtually with my clients. I have a client, Shivani Bagi, who is a leadership and career coach. She was working in finance for 15 years in the UK, and then she set up her leadership and career coaching business, and she moved to India. So she's actually no longer located where her ideal clients are, but she has been able to gain clients in finance sector in the UK, execs who want to work with her for her coaching, and she is based in India, in Goa, and she's able to do that work, and she gets paid at the rate that you would get paid for offering coaching within, in the UK. So she's not then charging lower rates because she's in India. So you can see the cost advantages of that, of living, even if you wanted to work virtually and live somewhere else, it gives you that opportunity as well. And so the third thing that you're going to need to change in order to go virtual is actually about the way that you market yourself. So if you are a consultant and you are maybe an agile coach, or you're a consultant that's just been getting referral work, or you get contracts through agencies that they come and you get a contract through them to do an interim post or something like that, then it's going to be much more difficult to say to them, well, actually, I don't want to work on site, I work virtually, that's how I do it. Of course, that's going to be difficult. So you actually have to take control of your own marketing of your business. And instead of waiting for referrals of clients or using agencies to get your clients, the way you need to do it is to start actually gaining the clients yourself. And I would recommend using LinkedIn, because your ideal clients are going to be on LinkedIn if they're corporates, or if they're business owners, or if they're professionals. So when you shift to marketing yourself and having your own sales funnel in place that's bringing you your ideal clients on demand, then you can say, well, this is how I work. I work virtually, and they're going to come to you because they know that you are the expert in your field. They know that you are the person that can help them with solving their problems. And so then they're coming to you accepting that this is part of how you work virtually. So that's my advice for what you can do if you want to make that shift from working face-to-face to working virtually. The three things you need to do. One is you just need to have the confidence to say, this is how I work. The second thing is a behavior change. You need to step into being a leader and actually lead in the conversations with your potential clients, and show them that you have a system so that you can be just as effective, if not more effective, working virtually as you could be if you were on site. And then the third thing is around marketing yourself, so that you create brand awareness for your brand. You create people who know that you are the person that they really want to work with, and then they will accept working with you virtually rather than face to face. I hope you've really enjoyed that. If you are struggling with making that transition from working face-to-face to working virtually, you'd love to work from home, or you want to work remotely, then why not book in a call with me, and we can have a chat about how you can make this shift, and I can help you with how you can start to actually generate the brand awareness and start to generate the clients yourself, so that you are not at the control of others. You're not waiting for referrals. You're not having to get agencies or associate work. You can actually choose the clients, and you can have them, in fact, have a waiting list of clients coming to you, wanting to just work with you on the terms and the way that you work. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you. The link, if you want to book a call, is just below. See you soon.